Hello kids, I am back with the continuation of the mysterious ZETABET. Now let us first just revise the first part of the story, where a boy named Zachary Zwicker sitting at his backyard and just looking at his homework, and he don't want to do some ordinary homework. He wanted to do some unusual homework, and he used to find the words from the dictionary which starts with Z, and he always wanted to think about the words or letters starting with Z. And Zach saw a tall man in a very gaudy uniform and with his large mustache, and he just wanted to that Zachary Zwicker's he just misunderstood his name Zizamund, misunderstanding pronunciation of Zach what he said, and he just wanted, and he just said Zach to come to the Zakland, and just they were amazing in that here it was a place where all the words starts with Z. Some alphabets were forbidden. They don't start the name, and there was a rule that a name should not be included anywhere else. So he was just climbing on an animal with black white strips, like it was looking like a zebra. Let us see what is going to happen further. Then go. From now on you will travel this road alone. I shall fly on ahead and be waiting to meet you at my palace, the famous Ziggurat. Here, ziggurat means a building structure like a pyramid. A ziggurat, sir? Isn't it that one of those buildings shaped like a pyramid? Exactly. Now go. Zinging left, zinging right, up the road went a nervous Zachary Zwicker. Even if he answered all the questions right, what was the impossible thing he would have to do to get away from Zakland and go home? Zizamund wants Zachary to reach his palace, that is Ziggurat, is a place, it's like a building like a pyramid, and he just went going left, right, trying all the things, and he wanted to answer all the questions what was asked to him, and he just he wanted to answer all the questions and go away from the Zakland. The first place he came along the road was a shop with flowers in the window and a sign that said flower shop. What a silly way to spell flower, he thought, but then he remembered that F was the wrong end of the ZETABET. The first shop he saw was the flower shop, but the surprise thing was that the spelling of the flower was started with P. Then he remembered that in the Zakland, F was at the wrong end of the ZETABET. A man came out of the shop, held up his hand and said, "Stop! Before you pass my shop, you must tell me the name of our national flower." Zach almost laughed. This was easy for someone who knew a lot of Z words. "I know." As the man asked him the question that he has to tell the national flower, Zach started laughing because he was knowing the answer. The answer was zinnia. Zinnia is a flower. You can see on your mobile screen. "Pass," said the florist, and Zach zigzagged on ahead till he came to a shop with a sign that said jewelry shop. Even before a woman came out of the shop, Zach knew the answer. "Your national jewel," he said, careful not to say jewel, "is the zircon." "Pass," said the woman. But then next came a shop with a large maps in the window. The sign on the shop was geography shop. He felt more nervous than ever. Geography was not one of his best subjects. A huge man came running out. You know what is geography. Geography comes from the Greek word geographia, meaning to describe the earth. It is the study of both physical and the human features on the earth. "Stop, I am Zog, the geographer, and I have 3 questions for you. First, what are the 3 African nations we like best?" Zach brightened up. "Zaya, Zambia, Zimbabwe." "Right. Second, what is the name of Zambia's great river?" "The Zambezi." "Splendid. You couldn't have done better if you were a Zulu. You must have got Z grades in geography in school. But now be careful, what are the two greatest rivers in the world? Zack was scared, but he remembered the rules. Then there is the Mississippi and Amazon passes. At the moment they heard the rumble of a motor overhead. Zoc pointed three goes Zizamund the seventh, zooming back to the zenith ziggurat in his zeppelin. As he zigzagged along, Zack realized how hungry he was when suddenly he saw a coin lying on the ground. It must be the polished coin called zloty, and it is sure to be made of zinc. Now, all I need to buy is a snack. As Zack was hungry, he wanted to have some snacks. So he found a coin on the ground which was made up of zinc. Now he wanted to buy some snacks. By this time he reached the gates of the Zenith Ziggurat set in a huge wall. In front of the wall was a shop with the sign Ziggy's Snack Stand. There he met Ziggy who said, "Stop, you have to buy and eat our national food. Do you have some money?" Zack was again made to stand in front of the Ziggy's Snack Stand and he was asked, Do you want to eat our national food? For that you need to have some money. Then Zack replied, "Yes sir, I have a zloty." Splendid. In that case you can have our national dish. Zack saw a bowl full of what looked like boiled green pumpkin. Then he remembered what it was. "This is zucchini," said Zack. "Smart boy," said Ziggy. "Now you will eat zucchini with zest and zeal." After seeing the boiled green pumpkin, Zack answered it was a zucchini. So when Ziggy heard this, he said that you are a very smart boy. Now you can have the zucchini with joy and happy. Zack was furious. He banged the counter and said, "I came all this way and answered all these silly questions, and now I am starving to death and I want a burger." Zack was very furious in the sense he was very angry, and he started banging at the counter, and he's telling to himself that I have answered all these silly questions and now I am feeling very hungry, so I want to eat a burger. A thunderous sound made Zack whirl around. The great gates of Zenith Ziggurat were swinging open. Zizamund the seventh came rushing out with a squad of mean-looking soldiers. When Zack was around the counter and was feeling hungry, suddenly there was a sound of a whirl around, means something moving around and around, and where the Zizamund seventh came rushing out of his gate with some men who were looking like soldiers. "Zachary Speaker, eat your zucchini," roared Zizamund. "Nothing doing. I hate zucchini and I hate Zakland. I want to go back to America." When Zizamund asked Zachary in a very angry mood to eat the zucchini, then Zack replied that he hates zucchini and he hates Zakland and he want to go back to America. Zizamund reeled back and howled with rage. "Now you have done something unforgivable. You have used an A word in front of me." So it was a rule that you should not use any A word. But Zack, in an angry mood, he told America, "I don't care. I want to go back to Auburn." "Another A word. Take him away, or better yet, put him in a cage and take him to the zoo." As in the starting, it was said that if he give the wrong answer, he will be taken by the four-hooded animal. So when he used another word, Auburn, Zizamund got angry. He just said his people to take him to the zoo. And, "No, I answered all your questions, so I should be allowed to go home." "Silence! There is a way out. You can ask me a question about the ZETABET that I can't answer. Then I can let you go home." Zizamund gave a chance for Zack to ask him a question about the ZETABET. If Zizamund is unable to answer his question, then he will allow him to go home. "Then I can let you go home," said Zizamund. "Silly, I shall give you 10 seconds. Zack turned pale and then snapped his fingers. I have got it, he said. Can you recite the ZETABET? Of course, that's easy. Backwards, said Zack. Backwards? Now Zizamun turned pale and stirred. Well, of course I can. He cleared his throat. A, B, C, D, F. No, that's not right. A, B, C, D, G. Wrong, wrong, said Zack. I am going. No, wait, shouted Zizamun. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, M, L. Oh, drat! Zack's eyes popped open. Much of his surprise, he was back home in his own backyard and glad to be there in Appletown Avenue in Auburn, Alabama in America. In Zakland, reverse order of alphabet starts from A, whereas our first letter is A, but in the Zakland it is the last letter. When Zizumun was unable to say the ZETABET in the reverse order, so in this way Zack said him bye and just he came back to his own place, that was Appleton Avenue in Auburn, Alabama in America. So this was the story of the mysterious ZETABET. I hope you all understood and had fun by trying your names or your friend names or any of your family members by saying it in a reverse order and had fun with them. Hope you all tried it well when I said in the previous session to have just the names for fun.